Originally, WandaVision was scheduled to premiere on Disney Plus in late 2020, but due to the pandemic and the world turning upside down, adjustments had to be made to the entire Disney and Marvel release dates. After various speculations about the series being postponed to spring 2021, it was ultimately announced that it would premiere on the 15th of January 2021. To get you hyped for the show that promises to have a creative take on the Marvel material, we have assembled 7 characters that might be appearing during this season. Even though we know Vision will be on the series, and presumably as a lead character, we also know that he died at the hands of the mighty Thanos by removing the Mind Stone from his forehead. We can also see that Vision changes color by turning completely gray and white, like his mind and soul have completely left him, leaving only a ghost-like body. So, how can a character given as dead come back to life? Answer: Marvel. Turns out a similar situation happened in the 1989 West Coast Avengers comic book, where Hank Pym manages to assemble a gray Vision after he gets kidnapped by international spies. The problem? Even though all files were replaced as Vision memories, he lacked all the emotions to resemble a human being. It was quite interesting to see if something like this actually happens, or if all of this is just Wanda's vision. Get it? Now this one might be a bit of a stretch, but hey, bear with us here. We know that Thanos was killed in Avengers Endgame, even though it wasn't at the first try. So, if he came back to life before, what is preventing him from achieving it again and terrorizing the perfect life of Wanda and Vision? Perhaps Wanda herself might be the one bringing him back, when trying to resurrect her beloved android with the Mind Stone that we can see in Vision's forehead in the most recent trailer. Maybe there is a possibility that they're living in an alternate reality where Thanos is still alive and they cause a shift on the balance of the cosmos. The appearance of Loki, the master of manipulation and deceit, would make a lot of sense in WandaVision for a couple of reasons. We last saw him when Tony Stark, Steve Rogers, and Scott Lang went back in time to get the Tesseract. But things didn't go as planned, and the Tesseract ended up in Loki's possession, enabling him to escape by creating an alternate timeline. This would give plenty of room for the character to pop up somehow in a WandaVision scene, and even perhaps having a decisive vote on the overall plotline. That being said, another reason for the character's appearance in the series is to promote and create hype for his own series that will also be debuting this year in May. Ultron was eventually defeated by Vision at the end of Avengers Age of Ultron, but as far as Marvel is concerned, nobody really dies. So, the idea of Vision being alive in this series does open up a lot of possibilities for various scenarios in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Both characters are connected by the Mind Stone, and if one of them can be brought back, apparently using the Mind Stone, so can the other. This means that, at the very least, one of the main villains could be Ultron. That proves to be quite a force in his own movie. According to the comics, there are numerous versions of Ultron, so it could be quite a challenge for the main character to have one or more robot villains to fight off.
It's time for some mind games.
According to the WandaVision trailer, we see 2 babies being held by the main characters, being a recurring subject. So it might be of a certain importance to the plot. Searching for twins in the comics, the best that we can guess are going to be Wiccan and Speed, 2 brothers who have a lot of changes throughout their youth. A particular storyline that might be in line with the series is that they are Scarlet Witch's biological sons. On one hand, there's Wiccan, the one that inherited her mother's powers and becomes a very powerful sorcerer exploring the innumerous uses of magic. While on the other hand, Speed gets to be a member of the Young Avengers and is revealed to have the same powers as his deceased uncle, Quicksilver, with incredible speeds, and thinking and moving at a much faster rate compared to everyone else. This would be an amazing addition, turning the MCU much richer. According to the leaked info of an audition tape, a young boy, presumably referring to Speed, has an uncle with the same powers. Could this mean that Quicksilver will be back? This ends up leading to speculation on the return of Scarlet Witch's brother to the universe, making him another resurrected character, which could only mean that Wanda created her version of a perfect life, with all of her losses being brought back to her. Quicksilver was last seen in Avengers Age of Ultron when he was killed. All this fake reality business could just mean another thing, a shift between parallel realities, which does lead to the appearance of never-before-seen characters. For example, it would be a great way to introduce Fox's Quicksilver into the MCU, since Fox is owned by Disney, who also owns Marvel. Kinda tricky, right? According to rumors, Evan Peters, who is the actor that played Fox's Quicksilver, will play some kind of role in WandaVision, and even though we don't know for sure what character he's going to be portraying, we think it's pretty clear, don't you think?
You have to understand, if it comes to saving you, or the kid, or the time stone, I will not hesitate to let either of you die. I can't, because the universe depends on it.
It was confirmed that Wanda Maximoff will play an important role in the second Doctor Strange film called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. As the title would suggest, the movie will have something to do about the different worlds and universes existing in Marvel canon, which does lead to think that originally it was Wanda that caused some kind of disruption, resulting in something very nasty. The Doctor Strange had to intervene to try and solve the problem. It may even happen during the final moments of the series, leading the public to watch the movie. A clever crossover. Well, what do you think of our picks, guys? Have you thought of any other character that would be in WandaVision? Let us know in the comment section down below, and please don't forget to check out our videos on the channel, like and subscribe, and hit that post notification bell to see more stuff just like this. We'll see you next time, guys.